Hey everybody! So, seems like recently there's been a lot of drama and a lot of negativity in the hobby. So I thought, what better time than to talk about the things that I love about the community, the hobby, and to spread some positivity in our time of need. So, things that I love about the balisong community / hobby. This is the second time I'm recording this video, so bear with me. I feel like the first thing that I do love about the hobby is that generally it's a very open and inviting hobby. For the most part, I'm going to be talking in generalizations in this video, so just so I don't have to say it every time. There are going to be bad examples for most of the things I talk about, but the majority are not that way. So the community is very open and inviting. If you are new to the hobby or just less skilled, then it doesn't matter. People don't really judge you, and they don't say, oh, well, you need to get better at flipping in order to make videos or do reviews or post clips, because no one does that. The reason people don't do that is because that's not the point of the hobby. The hobby is not a competition hobby. Yes, there is ballet comp, but generally the hobby isn't about competing. It's about self-satisfaction, which is what kind of leads to a more open and inviting community, like the balisong hobby. Another thing that contributes to this is because we have so many wonderful makers and so many wonderful balisongs. Nobody's going to gatekeep you because of what you flip. Barring any clone, non-clone arguments, which I'm not getting into here. But like, if you were flipping a canyon, no one's going to say, oh, you can't flip a canyon, that's garbage, you need a kraken. No. They'd be like, oh, canyon, doesn't fit my preferences, or, you know, maybe it does. And they'll be like, have you tried a kraken? And I think that's really great about the community. We have so many choices, and there's no wrong or right choice. Yeah, for beginner balisongs, some options are better than others, but once you get out of the beginner balisong range, there is no right or wrong option, and no one is going to judge you based on what you choose to buy. Because we know that it's all preferences. And I think that that is a really great thing about the hobby. Another thing that I think is really great about the hobby is all of the wonderful, I guess, influencers, all of the wonderful YouTubers, people on Instagram. We have a lot of people in this community that are really big and are kind of the faces of our community. And I feel that I'm really thankful that they're good people. You know, it's not a given that some of the biggest YouTube channels are going to be good people. You know, there's not really anything that says good things happen to good people. Although some people do think that. So I think that I'm very thankful, and we should be very thankful as a community to have people like Will, Brandon, Ethan, those kinds of people kind of at the forefront of the hobby. Because they are genuinely good people that care about other people. And yes, is that shilling? Maybe. But a lot of these big YouTubers really are great people if you get to know them. I'm not including myself in that. I would not consider myself a big YouTuber. But a lot of the big YouTubers are very wonderful people. Now, the last thing I kind of wanted to touch on briefly about things that I love about the community is the wonderful secondhand market we have. Not every community has a thriving secondhand market. Some do, some don't. Like cubing, for instance. Cubing, for instance, does not have a thriving secondhand market. At least as far as I could tell from my time there. And, you know, I think it really is a shame because they're both hobbies with collection, and there is a lot of similarities between these hobbies that you wouldn't expect. You got hand-eye coordination, learning algorithms, learning tricks, doing things with one hand, both hands. But there is a lot of crossover between these two hobbies Yet one doesn't have a thriving secondhand market, and the other does. And both of them are collection hobbies, where you collect the thing itself. So I think balisongs are very lucky, or it's very fortunate that we have such a thriving secondhand market. And I feel like a lot of this comes down to the fact that, like I said earlier, we have so many wonderful makers, which leads to so many wonderful balisongs. And a lot of these are one-time drops. So basically, that results in a lot of balisongs that people aren't able to get their hands on. So that leads to a thriving secondhand market. And I think that that is a wonderful thing about this community that I really appreciate. It's my roommate, guys.
Hello.
You guys want to see him in any videos? You could let me know.
You can rhyme.
I think that acts as a perfect way for me to end this video here. Hope that you all have a wonderful day. In general, don't flip this close to someone with a live blade, but this is not a live blade, so we're good. Hope you all had a wonderful day, and until next time, keep flipping.